everybody. Welcome in. Hi, Moon. Hi, everybody. Okay, so we are continuing with BG3. Last stream was a long one. It's 10.5 hours. I had enough rest over the weekend. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling energized. We're good. Now we're going to Act 3. More teeth to lose. What? What'd I do? But I also have a special surprise. I have a new buddy. It's not a cat. I wish, Moon. I'm sorry. Uh, that was funny. Toothless will be continuing her journey. But I got a present for myself today. He says, it's a sleeping Charmander. He's my buddy. And he's so soft and squishy. Get it? Squishy. He's kind of fluffy too. So he's like the perfect little partner. The tail and everything. He's my little buddy. He is! He's so... he's been in my lap all day. And he will be playing the game with me tonight. So, without further ado, let's get into it. We are into Act 3. Ha ha ha. Yeah, I saw him today at the store, and I've been wanting him for a while. But I had birthday credits, so I was like, yeah, we're getting him. Yeah. Let me see.
Don't waste a step.
Baldur's Gate, everybody. It looks so tiny, and I know for a fact that it does not. How's your day today, Moon? And everybody else? I mean, besides the cats clawing your bed. That's never fun. That's a pretty view. That's a pretty view. Is everything gonna be right? Good. Did you beat the remake or the original?
Anything of use?
Ah. Yeah, I watched the hubby play the originals and the remakes, and I've got to say, Nemesis and the remake, Nemesis and the original, not a fan. And then it's even worse because the hubby can mimic his voice, so he sounds just like him, and he scares the living shit out of me in the middle of the night when it's dark. Love it. He finds it funny as hell. Right? And imagine you're just walking around your house at night and then your fucking husband is in the dark and he just goes, stars. And I'm just like, bro, you're gonna kill me. And he's just like, it's funny. It's not funny. It's funny to you. And then, of course, you know, in the remake, they had to make him more terrifying. So, we're getting fucking scared for free. I feel like I don't ever loot the hideouts, but this one has a lot of rooms, so we're gonna try. Already got some coins and some potions, which I can tell you they're gonna come in handy in this fucking act. Right? He just screams terrifying. And I'm sorry, nobody needs to be that big and that tanky for no reason. He is like stupid tanky. Yeah, he doesn't need an upgrade. He didn't need his original body. He doesn't need an upgrade. He's fine. Stop making things worse. Yeah, I watched him play the original and I was like, that's fucking terrifying. And then the remake came out and he's like, yeah, this is the one Nemesis. And I was like, great. I wonder how they're gonna make him look. And I was like, what the fuck is even that? He's like, Nemesis. And I was like, uh-huh. Yeah. RE4 remake, that one was a pretty good one to watch. It was a little scary too. I was like, what? Exactly. Why is he that tall? We get it. It's supposed to be like a horror zombie, like, survival game. Get it. Got it. Cool. Message received. I don't need to be having nightmares about some fucking giant who I can't kill because I don't have a flamethrower. Right? She's just so tiny. She just goes, and I'm just like, well, what's she gonna do to him? Especially in the beginning when she doesn't really have anything, and I'm just like, he's gonna eat her for breakfast. Chew her up, spit her out, and then eat her again. Exactly. Which is why I was like, when he played it, I was like, what is that thing? Well, the first time. And then afterwards, he's like, oh, that's just this thing that was made, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, why? Why is that a thing? Why is it a thing that needed to happen? Plot twist, it didn't. It didn't need to happen. None of that needed to happen. I didn't need a big, scary, horrifying beast in my nightmares. See, and why do we have to fight him so many times? You already add the element of like, oh shit, I'm gonna die when he chases you, and you're just like, your heart's already in your fucking ass, like you have all of this fear going through you, and then you just keep seeing him, you keep hearing him, and I'm like, I don't like this. I think at one point I was sitting across the room on my computer or on my phone or something, and I heard the footsteps from across the room, and I was like, oh hell no. And my husband just starts laughing. He's like, he's gonna get you. And I was like, you're gonna die. Yeah, they had no business making him as tanky as they did. No business whatsoever. I mean, he's a cool little character. Ain't gonna lie, he's really cool. He's like one of the coolest looking people in the game, definitely. Do I want him to chase me around like that? No, absolutely not. You just heard me talking about it from the other room. The chase is just like they make my heart pump, and I'm not even the one playing the game. Carlos? Yeah. Carlos is pretty nice. Carlos is nice. Alright, now I gotta have dialogues with everybody, because why the hell not? Can't remember if Chris is in that game or not. I think Chris is. You're right. He is. He's a pretty damn good character. But I can't remember if... I think it is Chris. Is it Jill and Chris? Or is it Jill and Carlos? It's one of those two. Hold on. See, now you got me over here looking this shit up. Ah. I like Chris. But Leon's my favorite, because I'm biased, and Leon is just yum. But Carlos is pretty good up there. I did like watching. I did like watching him. Change the subject, Moon. Alright, let me do my little.
I was supposed to sacrifice myself to stop the Absolute. Yeah, I don't think I could have gone through with it, in truth. And I'm glad that I didn't, given what has come to light.
What I don't understand, what is her plot hole? Why does Jill never get infected just from getting... I mean... I don't know the ins and outs of the game series. David, Purple Nurple, he does. He's played them all. I've just watched him play them, and I've, like, played a little bit when, like, he hands me the controller, and I've just watched. That's a good question, though. I feel like that would be a... Yeah, see? There you go. Oh, he's so squishy. I mean, I feel like it's the same, like, throughout all, like, games like that, where it's just, like, technically, to the story, you don't die, you just pick up where you left off, and that's where they continue the story. I guess the same thing in that one is, even though you get bit and you're injured, you can still, like, heal yourself with the plants, but I guess in the games universe, you're not getting bit.
The Elder Brain. But more importantly, the crown that it wore. Even without seeing it for myself, I could sense it. Netherese magic. So pure, so complete. And I doubted what I was feeling at first. Most Netherese artifacts contain only the faintest amount of their former power. The ghost of an echo of a memory. That crown was different.
A peony.
I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but no matter. It exists. I must learn more of it. That crown sits on a gargantuan elder brain bent on destroying us and everything we hold dear. Understanding its true nature might unlock the means of our victory. We need to learn more about what we saw. An artifact as powerful as that crown
Got
must
an
have been
ad coming
documented
in 5
somewhere.
minutes.
As luck would have it, we'll soon find ourselves near one of the finest book collections this side of Candlekeep. Sorcerer's Sundries. I need to go there and learn all I can. Ha! Sorcerer's Sundries is no mere trading post. It's been serving the arcane community for centuries. Their collection of rare tomes is unparalleled. I mean, Netherese texts are hardly commonplace, but I'm certain they'll have one or two stashed away. You'll have to forgive my eagerness, but if my suspicions prove to hold water, this could be the answer to all our problems.
Well, that's Gale. Crazy table for one.
First in my heart.
The gate is closed, as is Cazador. Cazador and his
Hey,
right
Iro.
of
How's it
profane
going?
ascension.
How are you?
An
Doing
imperial
pretty well.
soiree,
Look what I
attended
got.
by devils and spawn alike. A grand ceremony to honor one exalted vampiric master and elevate him to an unfathomable station. To place him in a position of such esteem.
Eee, he's
The
so
world
cute
will
and squishy
yearn
fluffy.
to kneel and offer their necks. Of course I envy him. Why wouldn't I? The problem with what Cazador has done is that he did it to me. If the time comes and I can stay one move ahead of him, I'll take his place before his blood can hit the floor. What's a handful of the wretch's servants? If they're anything like me when I was enslaved, they're all but begging for death anyway. After 200 years...
Ooh. That. This was a surprise. He's so cute.
Surprise,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Yes. And now Dirtmander has a real life image. He's kind of derpy looking. He's cute. He's nice and soft and squishy. And I do not regret the Dirtmander now. He's the best. But yeah, it's on the day, and I used my birthday credits to get him. Because he was the bestest boy. Now I just needed them for them to come out with a Totodile one, so I can get it for David. Because he came home, and he stole my Charmander. I was like, oi, give him back.
All I'm saying is, let's be clever about it. If an opportunity arises for me to become a more magnificent bastard than I already am, why turn it down? Let's find out more about the ritual before we waltz into Cazador's front door. If we track down my old comrades, the other spawn, we may discover more and be finally positioned for yours truly to ascend. If we don't find my brethren, they'll find us, likely with bared fangs. We should get to them first. Then we can make their pretty tongues talk. Unless Cazador's changed their orders, they'll be in the dens of this town, seeking prey.
Oh, Zach. I also found a different D&D template for Fallout. If you wanted to do that, we could do that. Or we could talk about it. But I did find the template, so it's pretty good. I saw it and I was like, damn, I like it.
Fate spins along as it should. Dost thou require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Okay, I don't need to talk to you. Next. Dame Aelin.
There you are. I have awaited your arrival with great anticipation. Come closer. Feel my voice rattle your bones as I proclaim our victory. Moon Maiden Selûne, hear me. Ketheric Thorm, traitor, apostle of Myrkul, is dead at last. My mate, most high. Darling Isabel is safe and well. Safe and well, and return to my embrace. Blessings upon the slayer of the Wicked One. We are a powerful party indeed. Faerun itself trembles at our touch. My darling Isabel says we will stay allied at your side. I am pleased to hear it. Pray, ask, and I will tell. Do I not radiate with my mother's brightness, her glory? There can be no doubt. I am of her silvered flesh, her celestial womb. Why, she already has. She has brought her sword to your side, Dame Aelin. So mighty are her wonders, her great wisdom. Together, we will set this fair land free of tyranny and murder.
Okay.
Ketheric Thorm, father of my one and only love, enslaver of Dame Aelin. Ketheric Thorm never did trust me, even when he worshipped the Moon Maiden. He was threatened by my love for Isabel, by her love for me. When she died, curse the day, the hour. We each of us mourned bitterly, but Ketheric's pain could be touched by no aid, no boundary. He turned to wretched Shah, the Lady of Loss, for relief, and she whispered into his ear, poisoning his mind. He and his loathsome advisor, Balthazar, lured me into the Shadowfell, claimed they'd found someone in need of my aid. There, they trapped me in their infernal cage. I was killed, murdered, made dead over and over and over by justiciars of every make and kind. I was reborn, for it is my nature, and Ketheric fed upon my immortality all the while. But lo, the brute
I
is
see
dead,
that, Zach.
and we live!
Okay.
I can't believe it. I can't believe
Yeah,
Aelin is here. And my father. I heard what happened. What he'd become. By killing him. You set him free. You set Aelin free. And me.
Yeah.
A great deal. But still, some of the details elude me. Ketheric
Eventually I'll be able to
Thorm
play
is
again.
was my father. He raised me to serve Selûne as my mother, rest her soul, had wished. He was everything to me, all my life. When an emissary of Saruna came to our little town, we were elated. Dame Aelin, daughter of the Moon Maiden herself. Tell me, do you believe in love at first sight? That's exactly it. And I tell you, I took one look at her and I just knew she was it. Lucky for me, she felt the same way. But my father was skeptical. Aelin is immortal, after all. I understand it's strange. There's an imbalance between us, certainly. But I suppose loving Aelin felt the same as loving myself.
Okay.
It's
Everything good?
natural. Then... And this is where I still need answers. I died. I'm not sure how, why, but all was black.
Ah.
Black.
Okay, Moon.
Next I knew, I was being jolted awake. I smelled musty air, I saw shadows. And then my father's face. So changed. So hideously warped. I didn't know that then, but I could see the change in him. He told me we'd be together now. Said that Aelin was dead.
She died.
I couldn't speak. Could only run. I found last light within the shadows. Made a shelter there. Prayed my father wouldn't find me. By the time Jaheira came, I'd pieced together just enough to know I'd been dead 100 years. That my father was the source of the horrors plaguing this land. My home. I couldn't tell her who I was. I had to protect them. And myself. No matter what. It's all out in the open now. And with my father dead, I have nothing to fear. Except for Aelin. She needs healing. Rest. I'm grateful for your help. Your friendship. I hope we won't intrude on your hospitality too long. But I'm grateful for a safe place to... well... just to be.
Alright, well that was a long conversation. Alright, Garlic. Your turn, with you laying on the grass and everything.
Poor Shadowheart. She's been jerked around so much. I want to believe the gods keep this world balanced, but sometimes I wonder. Like I got something back. Something I've wanted for a really long time. When I touched you, I felt like a real person.
You are a real person.
My heart was racing, but I didn't hurt you. I don't have to be afraid of myself anymore. I don't have to hold back. Not sure the world's ready for unleashed Karlach, but it's getting it anyway. Thanks to Dammon. Thanks to you. Thanks to fate. Ugh, I don't want to think about that now. Misery always overstays its welcome, and joy leaves too soon. I'll cry later, but not now.
Okay.
Touch! Touch everything! Touch everyone that'll let me. Shake hands, dance a waltz, maybe even kiss a face or two if I find a good candidate. The world's my funhouse.
She wants to touch people.
Me too, soldier. Gods, me too. For every knock we take, I feel like I get a little treat just to keep me going.
She's happy. That's good.
Painful truths have been thrust upon Shadowheart. I believe she is strong enough to endure.
Ooh, Hunter.
But her path will be easier with our support. Only by reputation. She was present when we marched against Ketheric Thorm, but on the far end of the battle lines from where I fought. And in the chaos that ensued, well, our forces were scattered. I led some to safety, but never learned of her fate. I'm glad to hear she survived. Though in truth, I should not be surprised. She was always said to be formidable and cunning. I could have learned much from her, no doubt. There is much to admire, judging by the stories. I cannot help but wonder how she would have handled some of the challenges I faced as Archdruid. Would she have helped the refugees? Defended the Grove? Controlled Korga? At least now we can benefit from her presence, and perhaps work to a common goal. I've been unfair to you. I've had unrealistic expectations of your character ever since I joined you. But honestly, you've surpassed even those. Seems my faith was more than well-founded. What would you like to know?
Damn. Zach, you got it.
I am? Trust me, it's been said. You show more restraint than most in avoiding the subject until now. It's a natural question, but I don't have a good answer, I'm afraid. Perhaps there's a half-orc buried somewhere in my ancestry. Or perhaps not. Sometimes I think conventional wisdom is too narrow about what someone can or cannot be. Stranger things have most certainly happened. I had a friend when I was young, long ago. He played with me in the forests where I grew up. But eventually, I realized no one else had heard of him. It was Thaniel, of course. Nature was my very first friend. I get older, but he hasn't changed a day.
Aww.
I knew then that I had to be more than a companion to him. I had to be a protector. You're not a doppelganger, are you? Trying to study me to learn all my secrets so you can take my place? Save for me, my line perished a long time ago. They rest in High Forest now, near the shade of the grandfather tree. The Grove became my family, with Sylvanas as my teacher. And now I have you. I'm 350 years old.
Wow.
Of course there have been lovers. Just because I love nature doesn't mean I'm betrothed to it. Though sometimes nature
Bye,
needs
Moon. Have a good
reminding.
night. Love that emote.
Right now, I bed down alone, I'm afraid. Perhaps once I talk less of curses and parasites, my fortunes will improve. Well, I didn't pick this scar up in battle. I was in wild shape, only I forgot it was the season when bears are particularly social. A she-bear claimed me as her own and did not appreciate being spurned.
Oof.
I suppose you wouldn't be shocked to learn I love animals and nature? I know. Well-trodden territory. Well then, let's see. I whittle in my spare time, and I've something of a sweet tooth. Although everyone's very amused when I say I like honey. Ornaments, utensils, and ducks. I like ducks.
I like ducks.
I like what I like. Once you get to my age, you realize there's little point in denying yourself, so long as others aren't affected. Thank me by returning the favor, why don't you? Come on. I'm sure you've something better than carving wooden ducks.
Duckies.
Well, they are fierce creatures from what I understand. But as long as you avoid the high seas, I think you can consider yourself safe. Anytime.
I'm gonna talk to everybody out here. Let me go. Just trying to get everybody's dialogues caught up.
All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious. We aren't dear friends now, if that's what you're asking. But I trust we can all sleep a little more soundly in camp now. You have an interesting definition of friendly, but yes. Fine. What's on your mind? Does it even need to be asked? We're beyond me merely liking you.
Oh.
I think I'm a different person, owing to you. On one hand, they seem useful. But on the other hand, or perhaps tentacle before long, we know where they're coming from, and what lies at the end of that path. I never expected Ceramorphosis to be tempting. I think we should resist these powers. There's simply too many unknowns for us to risk it.
Touché.
It's been known to happen.
Alright, you're caught up.
Shadowheart was no true child of Shah, merely a captive. She must have her vengeance.
See, now she's on her side.
Kalir's clutch held 36 eggs, more or less. Though I've learned of creches that harbored 100. Humanoid. How I despise the term. Githyanki are quite superior to humans. Our biology slates state that Githyanki came to lay eggs after we escaped Illithid enslavement and took to the astral plane. It's an asexual process, a favorable change by any estimation. Hideous to imagine a life where I couldn't partake in the pleasures of sex without the looming threat of bearing children.
Not wrong.
Shukiani. Githyanki chosen by Vlaakith herself to bear young. The Queen assigns when and where they must lay, and how many eggs they must bear. The Shukiani pass their eggs in the material plane. In the astral, time barely passes. It is a meticulous process, carefully timed so that the eggs hatch at once.
Interesting.
Go on then. My own Savage would never have threatened a youngling. A waste of time and energy. The pupils themselves culled the weak from their ranks. I myself felled 4 of my own classmates once Kalir had 100 times circled Tyrell. Of course. My people have no use for cowards. Every trainee that I slayed was either too weak to withstand the lessons, or was cocky enough to pick a fight they could never win. They underestimated me, so they paid the price.
If I was gonna fight, I'd want her on my team.
Powerful as their weakest warrior. Jaquith de Venzir, the termination of the frail, strengthens us. It is over where I am concerned. It is through conflict that we strengthen our bonds. Yet I do not recommend Shadowheart seek it again. The next resolution may not end in her favor.
Alright.
Taken from the light to be raised in darkness. Your truth is finally dawning, Shadowheart. You can follow its light, or you can retreat back into dusk. The truth is finally dawning. Shadowheart can follow its light, or
That was a glitch.
she can retreat back into dusk. Orin, I'd never heard tell of, but Gortash I know, or know of more precisely. A self-styled strategic advisor to Baldur's Gate's peers. A bit player with dreams of a leading role, the way Father told it. He had no use for Gortash, and even less for his advice. I don't remember much beyond that. But where these Chosen are concerned, I have a suspicion we're about to know more than we'd like.
Well, yeah.
Yes, but first a question. If your home were under siege, what would you sacrifice to save it? Then you know loyalty, and you know what I did had to be done. I was 17. Father, older Ravengard, had just been named a Grand Duke and was called away to Elturel to help settle a dispute. That's when the Cult of the Dragon
thought I
made its
had.
move.
The Cult of the Dragon, a fractured religion. Some believers hold that undead dragons will inherit the world. Others worship the dragon goddess Tiamat and intend to summon her to Faerun.
To conjure the Dragon Queen and lay waste to Baldur's Gate. A 10-day after Father left, I heard a whisper as I slept. Duskhawk Hill. The Queen of Chaos awakens. Go alone. I grabbed a rapier and set out. There wasn't a cloud in the sky, yet not a single star was shining. There they were, gathered at the foot of the hill.
Your head tingles. Will wants to show you what happened. In the looming shadow of the mount, 5 groups of 5 figures each encircle a lofty totem. Atop each totem, a dragon's head is carved, and a massive orb held in its mouth. The cultists chant, first softly, then crying to the
There you go.
starless sky. There is a crack of thunder, a gust of wind, and a dragon's white head appears in the storm. The first of Tiamat's 5 heads. As the maelstrom howls, Mizora's lips press to your ear. She will destroy Baldur's Gate. Grant me your soul, and I will give you the power to save it, she whispers.
She read the terms while 2 devils stood witness, and I said yes. 1 soul for 1 city. She didn't. She came on order of her mistress, Zariel. Tiamat made a play for power. Zariel had other plans. That was the most Mizora's ever said. All that mattered was that she got her prize. Another pet added to her warlock menagerie.
Ooh.
I don't know that it was brave. I just know that it was right. The moment I agreed, I burned with the fires of Avernus and oozed the rot of Dis. The cultists choked on our poisons and burned from our flames. And when we were done, all that remained were 5 grayed orbs atop a pile of ash. My soul was bound, and my lips were sealed. It is the one scar I ever bore of it. Mizora replaced it with a sending stone. She uses it to track my location and speak from a distance. I could flee to the spine of the world, or the depths of the lower dark, and still never shake her. I showed him my stone eye, but he only turned away.
Why not?
After, he said only one word. Go. So I did. I understand. No, never. He did the only thing he could. In his eyes, I invited a devil into our midst. I was a fool at best, a traitor at worst. And Grand Duke Ravengard suffers neither. More than you know. The better question is, did he ever miss me? If he did, he missed the Will Ravengard he once knew, not the hell-touched warlock he returned to.
Oh, well, sad. The story is so sad.
It's said that anyone who bathes in the river of blood emerges as one born anew. It's a lot like that, I imagine. I feel the weight of these horns on my head, curling upwards like a mammoth's tusks. I feel these ridges snaking down my neck, not to mention a few bumps and prongs in unmentionable places. But I haven't seen my reflection just yet. Be my mirror. What do you see? It's because you know the heart lurking under the horns. The people will see a curiosity, maybe even a beast hungry for their souls. But I will slay their monsters, keep them safe, and one day they will see the Blade of Frontiers again.
Where'd she go? Is she over here? No, she was over here.
Shadowheart has found a little bit of herself again. Seluna cannot take all of the credit. She may have lit the way, but it is the cleric who took this step. That speaks well of your taste. I've heard my share of bad ballads about things I never did. If you have questions, ask. Just don't expect my answers to rhyme.
She thinks she's funny.
It was Baal alone we faced in our time. And, bad as that was, he had no elder brain for a lapdog then. Help won't come from the history books, or from any old tales I can spin you. This is your story to write. There. Have I fulfilled my role as your wise and wizened elder? Don't tell me which. Against all life experience, I will choose to assume the best. Ask it. More than I would like. In my youth, I was a brief and very much unwilling member of a colony's hive mind. I felt the way they think, saw the world as they do. Foul, unnatural creatures who find the foulness in us and twist it to their will. But then, who am I speaking to? You have far more experience than I. Do not be moved to pity. It is a predator pinned in a trap. And if it wriggles free, you'll find it still has teeth.
She's not wrong. She is not wrong. So the dude who voices Astarion, Neil, was at another Comic-Con over the weekend, and I keep seeing pictures on my TikTok, and oh my god, I want to go. So bad.
I did miss that face, you know. I was so hoping you'd say that. Until later, then.
Alright. Let me level everybody up. You're now level 9. I get new spells. Any new zappy zappies? No new zappy zappy spell. God damn it. Arr. I guess we can do a cold spell. Ooh, it's a good little feat for her to have. Ooh, I like these new HPs. I haven't leveled Will up at all since I got him. He hasn't been on my team. Poor thing. He'll be alright. Alright, Toothless. Let's see if we have updated gear for you. I guess she's good. Arrow, he's here. He's in my pocket. Which is really weird for him to show up in, but he's in my pocket. Whenever I need him. My little Jeremy. Yes. He's so cute. He's got like the purple. Where'd he go? Let me show you. He's got like the purple and the green and everything. He's pretty cute. like that's good. Some more parasites.
Let's move.
There we go. You save that.
Have to keep going.
Alright, now we do this thing called
Let's
go to
see
bed.
what this does.
Been in camp for about an hour doing dialogues.
The events of the last days weigh heavily upon you. Sleep's rest is slow to come to one whose mind is so full. The Absolute is not a god, but an elder brain controlled by the chosen of the Dead Three. They mean to use it to take control of the Sword Coast. All who carry the tadpole are governed by the brain, and by extension the chosen. It will take but one order to transform them into an army of mind flayers. This would have been your fate too, were it not for the astral prison and the mysterious visitor inside of it. With his help, you have uncovered the cult for what it really is. A plan of conquest, orchestrated by the gods of death themselves. Together, you have the power to thwart the Dead Three. If you follow this path to its end, the Elder Brain will not answer to the Chosen. It will answer to you. Will you liberate them from their parasites and their religious delusions? Or will you use the power you gain for your own purposes? You will not have long to wait. All you need to do now is sleep. But sleep is not for you.
Hear me. Gather. The reckoning is upon us.
Ooh, Noibat.
The city thirsts for domination. March. Join power.
Uh-oh.
We're under attack. Help me.
This bitch is a monk. Let's go, bitch. Take your shit too. Oh, you ain't got no shit. Yeah, what you think about that? How did nobody catch that Noibat?
Fight your way to the portal. I need your help.
Bye forever, pal.
Stupid bitch. Ew.
Still on my feet.
way.
Oh, there's another one.
Come quickly. I can't do this without you.
No time to waste.
Let's spill some blood.
No word. Poor fucker.
Oh, fucker. Bitch. How you like them apples?
Nothing will stand in my way. Here goes nothing.
That orb is about to erupt!
Pretty good looking fight right now. Just in case.
I'm here. Help me. I'm under attack.
Of course I couldn't get a fucking full strike. I take the brain.
Don't touch me.
Sounds like fun.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Attention!
Time to strike.
Goodbye.
This is your end.
Survival is all that matters.
Let's go.
Oh wait. Those things are on my side. Oops.
It's not over. Come to the skull.
Oopsie.
Maybe I need more pockets.
I forgot that they were on my side.
What's inside?
Hurry! I can't hold them back alone.
We're coming, we're coming.
Time to press ahead.
Slowly but surely.
I need you, now!
Bro, where even are you?
It's not over. Come to the skull.
Okay, I'm coming. Act like I'm not coming. Get him! Not the brain.
Before you do anything, I am your ally. We are in danger.
Shit. A mind flayer.
The Githyanki is the source of our protection against the Absolute. I must subdue him, or everything we've worked towards is lost. Don't let my form deceive you. I am the one that's been protecting you. I am the one that came to you in your dreams. Help me. The Honor God.
I'm a sucker for some monsters.
My forces are weakened by their assault. But with your help, we can turn this around. Destroy the guard. I will subdue their master. Together, we can turn.
I know, right? He's got like this cool ass fucking armor on. Always. Stop killing the brains! See, this is why I can't summon Jeremy right now. Because then Jeremy would die. And we don't want Jeremy to die. Would you quit hitting me? Alright, bitch. Fuck you. Why is it so hard to hit this bitch?
Now this is my happy place.
Damn, I just like hit her in the fucking face. This bitch pisses me off. Ooh, he's an ally. He's not an ally. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Bro, if you don't fucking chill out with that Taekwondo bullshit. Exactly what your stupid ass gets. Don't ask me how I did that. I really don't know. Boy.
Thank you. That was too close. But you are not the one I wish to speak with. Bring me your leader. Now is not your time.
How'd I do what?
Don't look at me like that. I am a mind flayer. Yes. Without me, you would be a slave to the Absolute.
It's obscene to owe my life to a damned geich. No more lies, no more tricks. I will have answers!
It's like I said before. I'm just like you. An adventurer. I came from Baldur's Gate, though I was never one to be constrained by circumstance. I longed for more. That longing brought me to Moonrise Towers on a search for treasure. To a colony of mind flayers who caught me, changed me into what I am now. For years, I served the Elder Brain, the one you know as the Absolute. I was a thrall like any other, but I was fortunate. I broke free and started a new life in my own city. I sustained myself on criminals. Unglamorous, but there are plenty of them, rarely missed. And they fueled me while I did my work. I had the good fortune to meet Duke Stillmain. We formed a partnership, and through her, I became the governing force behind the Knights of the Shield, the largest mercantile operation in Baldur's Gate. People referred to me as the Emperor. Such was my influence, though of course they had no idea what I really was. My needs were sated. I was happy Until my true nature was discovered by the tyrant himself, Lord Gortash. He tore me from my home and brought me back to the brain, where I became a slave once again. A slave he continued to call the Emperor. The name was intended as a slight, to remind me of the heights from which I fell. But I have grown fond of it. It encapsulates well who I've become. Indeed, his hubris knows no bounds. To enslave me, that was his nature. But to enslave an Elder Brain, a questionable decision. I shall look forward to sharing his downfall with you. We fought to tame Prince Orpheus, the son of Gith herself.
Orpheus? Impossible. He was slain by Justil Kithrak himself.
Quite possible, I assure you. His power has been the source of your continued protection against the voice of the Absolute. The power to disrupt hive-mind communication. It is the same power that enabled Orpheus's mother to bring about the fall of the Illithid Empire eons ago. A power she passed on to him, and that I leveraged for you. When Orpheus's mother left, a usurper took her place. Blackith declared herself queen of the Githyanki. Blackith wanted his power, but Orpheus rose against her, and so she sealed him and his honor guard within this prison. Bound by infernal chains, Orpheus could never leave. Bound by duty, his guard never would. They were close to breaking my hold on that prince. And if they had succeeded, we would be lost. I am relieved. You have embraced your potential enough that you could help me eliminate them. Alone, Orpheus will be much easier to control. No. Gortash sent me on a mission to retrieve the astral prison. I was one of many, but the first to find it. How Gortash or the other chosen learned of its existence, I do not know. The moment I found it, I felt it change. My free will returning. I followed the feeling inside, and found Orpheus. I realized what the prison was for. Containment. While my body was within the prison's bounds, my mind was free. I could resist the Elder Brain, the Chosen. Better yet,
It's pretty cool.
I could plan to overthrow them. All I needed to do was subdue Orpheus and find allies in the outer world. You.
Nice.
Most certainly Orpheus. He is a threat to her reign. Some Githyanki still revere him, in defiance of their teachings. Blackith was safe as long as they believed him to be dead. But as you can see, he is very much alive.
I don't understand. The histories claim the prince was burned to ash in the skies.
Your histories are fabrications. The prince was not killed. As you can very well see, he was in prison. She kept him this way because she was reluctant to eradicate such power. Power that she might one day wish to take from him. If the Githyanki ever find out what she has done, there will be civil war. Blackith will be finished. That would be a terrible idea. The moment he is free, he will attack you. Your only defense would be to kill him. And in so doing, he would doom us both.
Even though he is subdued, you feel Orpheus's revulsion. A pulsing hatred that cannot be contained. The Emperor is telling the truth. To him, you are just another wretched illithid.
You carry a tadpole. As far as Orpheus is concerned, you are already illithid. A sworn enemy, just like me. I appreciate that, but this is what I am. My original body was destroyed when I transformed. When I first escaped the Elder Brain, I searched for a new vessel. But the longer I inhabited this one, the more it grew on me. I realized that returning to my former self would only impose limitations. Any advantage I could gain by restoring my original appearance, I already had to hand in the form of magic, and that humanoid shape you've come to know. As an Illithid, I have far surpassed who I ever was before. You, too, should embrace this change. I believe we'll have a better chance of defeating the Elder Brain if you embrace your latent Illithid potential. I've been studying you for a while now. I believe I can trigger the next stage of your tadpole's life cycle, while continuing to preserve your independence. You have seen what I can do. Imagine yourself with the same strength, the same intelligence, the same devastating beauty. If you let me, I can evolve you.
Should I take the tadpole?
You will be able to do things you never thought were possible. There will be physical alterations, of course, but only partial. You will retain most of your current form, and you will soon see that the benefits outweigh any perceived loss. The answer is twofold. One, I can, but it would kill you, as I told you before. Two, why would I? You have done well with the limited form you have, but you would do far better as an Illithid. So, do you wish to evolve or not?
Whatever this gig offers is no gift to you.
You continue to surprise me. Your mind is truly something special. Now, hold out your hand.
It's a tadpole. It's a special tadpole.
It wants to evolve, but it cannot do so alone. It must commune with another. A tadpole, nurtured by the psionic energy of the astral plane, cocooned here for millennia. It has become extraordinary.
Let's just eat it. Why not? Let's see what it does.
A coldness seeps through your veins as the tadpole awakens, its yearning almost unbearable. Your mind is a veritable feast. The tadpole's essence courses through you. Where it touches, your flesh, glands, organs contract and flood with pure thought. You feel different. Your body has never felt more connected. Your mind present in every flex of
I kinda like
joint
it.
or muscle.
You are exquisite. When your allies see what you can do, I hope you encourage them to try it for themselves. But we mustn't lose focus. We need to resume our journey. You heard the Chosen. The brain has gone to the city, and the army marches to follow. We must not let them reach it. We must find the brain and bring it under our control.
can't see as many of the differences, but there's like veins and like obviously my color's changed. So there's that. That's pretty cool.
Now's not the time.
Out of here, quickly! We'll speak after.
Let's have a look. Don't mind if I do.
Damn, he got impaled.
Mind my step. No traps, please.
Feels wonderful, doesn't it? You wear it well.
I need a moment for the two of us.
Orpheus, Gith's only son. He lives. It is not the Geich visitor that Vlaakith would destroy and Voss would set free. It is Orpheus, the blood of the mother, the prince of the comet.
I don't look any different. Like,
Listen,
my eyes are
please.
blue now.
The Emperor spoke only in half-truths. For you to know the tale of Orpheus, you must know the tale of Gith and of Vlaakith. Long ago, when we rose up against our gay slavers, Mother Gith made for the Hells to secure an alliance with the archdevil Tiamat. Tiamat gifted the Githyanki our red dragons. Gith remained in the Hells, and Tiamat's envoy proclaimed Vlaakith our ruler. The first Vlaakith of many. It is Vlaakith 157 whom my people now call Queen. Yes. Our current queen has claimed undeath and reigned for 1,000 years. But it was the first whom Orpheus tried to slay. Orpheus is Gith's only son. He led his mother's own honor guard in a coup against Vlaakith I. It was Kithrak Voss himself who slayed the prince in vicious battle. Or so the Varshas teach us. Yet the Prince of the Comet's been with us, subdued by that repugnant illithid. Should Orpheus go free, he would tear Vlaakith's empire to pieces and build new glory from the scraps. We meet Voss in the city, and we obtain the key to freeing Orpheus from his prison. Every word Voss spoke, he spoke true. Orpheus is the living proof of the Queen's lies, and the living weapon that conquered our Geich slavers. One word from his lips, and the people would doubt. 2 words, and they would rage. 3 words, and they would bow to the true heir. If the Githyanki are to be free, the Prince of the Comet must lead the way. What about him? The historical slates describe Orpheus as a fearsome, terrible creature, powerful beyond measure, and enthralled by the Geich. So mad with power, he'd smash through the Githyanki Empire and deliver the shards to his illithid masters. And glowing with such psionic force that he and his red dragon blazed a trail through the skies. A lethal comet careening towards my people. Lies, of course. Vlaakith spread a false image of Orpheus as monstrous betrayer, and her knights as the butchers who sliced him through. She was right to fear him, I'll grant her that. So great is the comet, it could shatter her reign.
Yeah.
The Emperor may be loathsome, but it's right. Orpheus can disrupt a Geich hive mind. A talent like that makes the Prince a powerful shield and a powerful weapon. Why destroy a weapon like that, when you can contain it in a relic and keep it for yourself?
Hey, baby. You give me some water? Thank you.
A weapon is only an asset for as long as it isn't pointed at you. The means of Vlaakith's own end has been ripped away from her. Better to have Orpheus killed than to risk his escape. Better to risk the rise of illithids than let the Prince of the Comet deny her the godhood she craves.
Huh.
Orpheus is honor guard, loyal to the end. Trapped by Vlaakith in the same prism holding their noble prince, fruitlessly hacking at the sphere that contains him. They see us as Geich, tadpoled husks in the Emperor's thrall. I regret their deaths, but I pledge to live as they perished, in the service of Gith's son.
Nice.
Very well.
What you got? Do. Yeah, that tadpole didn't really do much to me, so I like it.
So, we owe our lack of tentacles to one of the very creatures that kidnapped us. At least my lack of tentacles. I'm not sure what's next for you. Don't look at me like that. I know what you're going to say. The answer is no. No. Good. I wouldn't have anyway. If we master the tadpoles, it will be different. But right now, that mastery depends on an illithid and its Githyanki slave. I'm not going to submit to this. Don't ask me again.
I didn't ask you. Pretty high. Approval's pretty high. Ah. I wasn't gonna say shit. Hell is this camp? Go to bed. Tired of waking up fighting things.
We have a new look for a new Shadowheart. Nice as it is, she still doesn't have the best hair in the camp. Darling, I thought you'd never ask. I'll see you tonight.
Okay. Ta-da!
There's been a mind flayer inside the artifact, or astral prism, the whole time we've had it. Sounds like utter madness, even though I've seen it with my own eyes. The more I learn, the less I understand just why I was sent to retrieve that thing. But it matters little now. I do not serve Shah anymore, nor the Mother Superior. The prism is no longer my mission. Saving my parents is. But I digress. Did you want something?
Nice hair, nice hair. Anybody else want to talk? No? Yes? Let's talk to you.
When I first met you, saving yourself from Ceramorphosis was your greatest wish. And yet now, you've stepped closer to embracing it. I trust your leadership and respect your decisions, but I truly hope this is not something we come to regret.
I feel like I shouldn't have taken the Ceramorphosis. Although it's only half. I don't have tentacles. I'm still me. I just get more powers. Like, now I can fly. And... yeah, that's basically it. I can fly.
Gods, Shadowheart looks like a stack of gold. Never thought I could get so excited about someone's forehead, but here we are.
Alright. Well. Be partial with it.
Looking ahead.
That's cool. I like the Displacer Beast one. It's pretty cool. Oh well, if I don't have a romance this game, I don't have a romance this game. It's fine. Alright, let's leave camp.
We must find where Gortash and Orin have established themselves, and take their nether stones.
Am I missing anything?
Moving ahead. More for me? Open up.
Damn, all of y'all failed that.
it's me. I can't find my mum. She was sick. She had spots on her face and hands. She went to go get some herbs, and she was supposed to come back the same day. That was last 10 day, though. That means you don't come back. My mum is coming back, though. She's looking for me. If you see her, tell her Yenna's looking for her. It's really scary when you're alone without your mum.
Not my problem. Officially in Act 3.
Welcome to Rivington, south Coast Way, north Worms Crossing. If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine.
Doo-doo-doo. Lizelle just gave me a fucking heart attack. A gibble!
Can't slow down.
No passage this way, I'm afraid. Turn back. It's for your own good.
Okay.
I know, little one, but you'll be in a big, cozy bed soon enough.
I have something to ask.
If my friend tries to get you to invest, kindly turn her down. She doesn't need the encouragement.
Okay. I'll do just that. My butt. My fingers hit a button. That's all that was.
Keep a sharp eye out. Redcaps are on the loose. One's deemed too violent to work. And not one of these circus folk seem bothered by it.
Huh.
The circus of the last days has returned. See Dryads, Jinn, and Dribbles the Clown back with a new act.
Stinks of cheese between his piggy toes.
How dare you? What in the hells is all of this?
A necessity, good sir. The Steel Watch loves pretending sweet Rivington doesn't exist. So we have decided to protect you, dear patrons. No need to thank us. You'll be allowed in once I've done this batch. Next! Hello, hello, and welcome to the Circus of the Last Days, the finest extra-planar circus there is.
Uh-huh.
A circus! Can we go?
Carla.
We travel from plane to plane, thrilling all blessed to see us. From tempestuous Ginny to belligerent redcaps, you'll find them all here.
Cool.
Oh, this is Benjamin. Say hi, Benji. Benji here checks all our patrons to make sure none of you are vicious murderers. Can't be too careful. But enough of this. The circus is a place of joy and distraction, so come inside and forget your worries. Not a problem, dear patron. Benji just has to check if you're a vicious murderer. Benji?
Ah! Brain juice smells like piss and iron. No light.
Oh, well, that's a first. Usually I'd allow you in, but in these times, I can take no chances. Move along. No circus for you.
Boys.
Oh, damned if I'm not a sucker for big eyes and a heartfelt plea. Very well. Welcome to the Circus of the Last Days. Have fun and be sure to catch the star of our show, Dribbles the Clown.
It's circus. Alright, so I got that open.
A Baldurian. Good. Lots of unfamiliar faces in the city these days.
Let the kid come. He wants to teach them refugees a lesson, right?
Da-da-da. He's a circus poster.
Clear off! There's nothing in these caravans
Getting ready
for
to
you.
build my team for David. Ooh. He's gonna take your Wi-Fi again.
Didn't whatever birthed you tell you not to stare?
Why did that remind me of you, Zach?
The place was empty. Keep those thugs away from my family.
Danuvia! Get these squatters out of my house now!
Arthur, sweetheart, you paid me and my boys to be caravan guards, not cattle wranglers. If you want us to get our hands dirty, it'd be our pleasure. But that'll be extra.
I just want to remove these unlawful interlopers from my property.
My point exactly.
They're like kobolds. You let one in and soon the place will be crawling with them.
Ye gods, this guy's begging to get smacked.
I'm a very magnanimous individual, but this is my home! Either they leave, or I'll make them.
Yeah.
Fine, fine. They can stay. Just don't blame me when they turn on you like the mongrels they are.
I respect your hustle, sweetheart, but it won't work on me. You've stepped on the guild's toes, and we'd like a little something to make it better.
Bitch!
The Guild, a loose coalition unifying every criminal outfit in the city under one collective rule, from cut purses to contract killers.
I'd say you'll live to regret it, but honestly, I'm not so sure you'd live.
Hmm.
You're serious?
Yeah.
Let's
As a
forget
heart attack,
this
sweetheart.
unpleasantness ever happened. Come on, boys. We've got places to be.
Bitch. That's what I thought.
Do try the grass, should it take your fancy. Such sweetness should be shared.
He's a cutie. It's a trauma. Oh, babies. David, Zach wrote something for you. Do. He's so unbothered by it that he's not even gonna give you a response, Zach. That and he's playing his game.
My. The fates move in strange and scrumptious ways. I am delighted to see you again.
I remember this thing.
After our little interlude at last light, I was worried you'd gone quite mad.
Don't talk shit, Zach.
Did it? I'm not so sure. I'm not in the city yet, you see. I'd quite like to get inside. But it's difficult to shuffle your way to the top of the queue when you're, well, as big as an ox. But what if I was smaller? More discreet? Maybe then a kind soul might bring me through.
What?
Right in their little pocket.
What's gonna be funny? I have my elbow surgery the week y'all show up. Well. That'll be interesting. Let's hope not. You do. You do see the doc. I guess we'll figure it out.
I don't think you want to travel this road, my friend. Ooh. This day has ended so much better than it started. Now, you don't worry about me. I'll be a good, quiet little apple you can tuck into the corner of your pack, just until we are inside the city walls. Hail, Cyric! I can't wait to get inside.
You have the surgery, you can't cook for David. Good, then he won't be having food poisoning while driving a truck. Don't start with me.
Baldarians! Stand with me against this tide that threatens to overwhelm us.
Please just go home. You're ruining a perfectly uneventful posting with this nonsense.
The Flaming Fists are supposed to protect this good city, but they allow trash and vermin to take our homes and goods. Oh. Another visitor, I see. Listen, we keep letting the likes of you in. Soon, there'll be no room left for any of us true Baldarians.
Bitch, I'm a Baldarian.
Excuse me? I was born inside the
Okay.
city walls, a Baldarian through and through. Wherever you're from, clearly they don't teach manners.
He's a bitch.
I took you for one of them for a moment. The refugees, that is. You're a recent arrival for sure, still bearing dust from the road. But you have something they lack.
What?
Dignity. These wretches have nowhere to call home, nothing to live off but what they carry, and nobody to help them but themselves. And me, of course.
Ooh, a throw appears.
Charity is a luxury. Fickle, occasional gestures from guilty hearts. I run a business. You'd be shocked by the sort of things they bring with them. Gold and jewels, they can't easily exchange. Heirlooms, rarities, sentimental items, even cremation urns. Alas, you can't eat grandmother's ashes, nor can you easily trade a golden candelabra for a bowl of soup. That is where I come in. Liquidity. Their heirlooms for my gold.
Uh-huh. Let's see what you got then. What you got? Yes, dominate. Black diamond. That's pretty cool. You take that.
A pity more don't share your open mind. I always say it's just business, but some don't see it that way.
Cool. Alright, so I got myself a little merchant.
I'll take that.
BB&J's, huh?
I apologize for my husband and his obsession with that bloody dog.
Who's gonna make you dinner? Who's gonna make you eggs or something?
Nothing, darling.
Oh, gods! Are they gonna see it? What happens if they don't see it? See it? Really? No. No, that just won't do.
Really? No. You still didn't sit.
We've got to get Grunch into the city, but he's in no shape to travel. I wonder, what if we hid him in a big barrel and nailed it shut? Nah.
Ah! Whatever you need, I can't help you. Even talking is painful right now.
Nice.
After a quick examination, you conclude that your patient is pretending to be wounded.
Ooh.
You wonder why.
Really? This isn't necessary. I'm sure there are other people that need your help more urgently. Shh, not so loud. If those lads find out I'm faking, they might go off on their own. They're not ready for that. And frankly, I've missed them. I don't really have any other friends. And I like those lads. So I think I'll stick around a while more.
Friends. Give me all you have to keep quiet. Well, hello, you guys.
So, you survived. That's more than many of my kin can say. It's mainly anger that keeps me going. Zevlor was supposed to lead us, but he froze when we needed him most. I haven't seen him since the massacre on the road, which is lucky for him.
I'm really worried about Umi.
You're all right. My gods, you're all right.
Come here, darling.
I was so scared I'd lost you.
Me too. But we're here now.
Is it still garbage?
Safe. Let me get a good look at you. Oh. My God, Specs. I can't believe we almost lost each other.
Never again.
Is it better
You
now?
hear me?
Okay.
Never.
It does that every once in a while. It like garbles and then.
Hail, friend. Fine day, isn't it? Forgive me, you're in no mood to talk about the weather. Your journey here was a hard one, no doubt. Is this your first time in Baldur's Gate? It's a fine city, isn't it? No better place to hail from. Used to be you'd arrive knowing you'd a full belly and a warm bed waiting for you. Not anymore. These days, there's barely enough to go around. Add the refugees on top and, well, folk aren't feeling too generous. Tensions? That's putting it mildly. Some well-to-dos in the city donated enough to see the newcomers right for the time being. Only they didn't bother helping everyone else. Locals going without while strangers feast. It stoked the fire, all right. Some Baldarians are kicking up a fuss round the front of the barn as we speak. If I wasn't wearing this uniform, I'd walk round there and teach them a lesson they'd never forget. The Flaming Fist isn't what it used to be. It's grown weak, corruptible, soft. It's down to honest citizens like me to stand up for what's right, uniform or no. That lot round the front, they've got it coming to them. What peace? If no one
Touche.
steps in,
There's
there'll
no
be
really-
bodies
no
piled
peace.
high in the streets before long. Those refugees have been leeching on our city for too long. If we don't show them that we mean business, they'll bleed us dry. We need to march round the front and kill every last one of them. Let's see them eat our food with their guts on the floor. What do you say?
No.
Why does it matter? Innocence makes the blood run clearer.
So, you're the lick-spittle who crushed the Bone Lord's thrall. Have you come begging, sniffing for our stones? Gortash won't like that. A throat his black hand can't choke the spit from. You'll need to bleed and carve this city if you want to turn him to grave meat. He shivers at the thought. When you find the Lordling, tell him Orin is watching.
Okay. Weird.
So Orin is a shapeshifter. How long has she been watching?
Lockpicking is attracting attention.
Nope, never mind.
Is that blood? No, never mind. What path lies before me?
You, turn around and toddle your way right back out of here. Everything in this barn has been donated for the refugees, not you. Now piss off. You sure? This lot have been through enough without your ignorance. Now are you going to clear off or not?
Are you guys talking to me or not?
Wish I had a bag of holding. What's in here?
Dead chickens. Chickens.
We got here first, friend. You're welcome to whatever scraps we leave behind.
God, you're a bitch.
Starving folk tend not to.
I want to have a word.
Rechtei Hathran Rust. Frey Valdiskdurovna. Frey Valdiskablast.
You've clearly walked into some kind of ceremony, but it's nothing that you recognize. You do recognize the language, however. These people are Gur, a tribe of monster hunters,
No
just
PB
like
and
the
J
one
for
you
you
met in
then.
the Hag's Swamp.
Im orak. Nete. Krasin. Netra. So, the impossible spawn walks among us in the blazing sun. We have been looking for you. The last time your friend came to our camp, he stole our children, our future. When we sent Gandrel after you, we wanted to interrogate you, to discover how to save our children and then destroy you. But things have changed. You have changed. Is it true you left your master? That you broke the spell that binds you to him?
Well, I mean...
kind of?
Kind of. It's a long story, honestly.
Free. Not while his master still lives. But he has perhaps earned a second chance. We have tried to save our children once already, attacking Khazad-dûr's palace at first light. Even then, it was too well defended. But if his own spawn approached, someone he thought he could control, he would throw his doors open and welcome you in. And once inside, you could do what we could
Yes,
not.
he does.
You could
I have
save
no
the
idea.
children you
No!
damned.
I grow moss too close to the sun!
Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for the raid, Duffy. How was your stream?
You want me to march into the lion's den and save your children? But I promise you,
Why do you always try to redeem the hydrates hat?
they're already dead.
There. Almost the entire bottle. I do stay hydrated, believe me. But look, I got a little Charmander. He's so cute. But welcome in, Raiders. If you guys don't know me, I'm Squishy Fluffy. We're doing a Toothless run of BG3. I am the dragon named Toothless. And I like Charmander. Man. Oh, happy belated birthday. Y'all are not doing this right now. So yeah, Steffi, how was your stream? Yeah, everybody, it was Hat's birthday. I think, was it yesterday? Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. Yes, thank you, Dwarf. This is Hat. He likes crabs, apparently. And he's really good at Smash. So, you should definitely go follow it. Or at the least tell him happy birthday. Thank you, Zach. Alrighty. Oh, you're fine. It is about that time for you. But good night. Thank you for the raid again. Yes, everybody should follow Deffy. He's pretty cool. What are y'all doing? Why we gotta fight? Why we gotta argue? Zach, stop picking fights with everybody. Nice. Love it. You guys are great. Wow. Alright, going back to this. Y'all are gonna argue, you can argue on your own. I guess. I think this to you, Dwarf, because I have no idea what he's talking about.
I spent 200 years bringing him victims. Each and every one was whisked away to be fed on that night.
But you never saw him feed yourself. He could keep prisoners for days before killing them. If our children are truly gone, then we ask for blood. I know you can understand that.
I'm in danger.
I suppose.
I'm not in danger.
Yes. Revenge, I can do.
Thank you. From me...
Why are you in danger?
If you can do this, we will be in your debt. You have lived a life of violence and sin. You have stolen lives,
A little bit,
broken
but she
families,
could still
and
probably
caused
whoop your ass.
immeasurable grief. Doing this will not right those wrongs.
If you're trying to encourage me, you're failing abysmally.
But it will be a start. You may still be redeemed.
Can I have some more
Please
water?
go. Time is short, but we will see you again
What
when
do
it
you
is
know?
done. Do not stand here and wait. Cazador must
I
be
didn't
destroyed.
fucking do shit.
How much farther can I go? Always room for more?
Yeah, David, get the water. That's not even right. I have this little bit of water. I need water. Please. Wow. This is what we're doing? This is what we're doing? Okay. Well, there's that water. Is there anything left in here? Not really. I did chug it. And I have no more water. Oh no. Go get some more water. Be right back. You're messed up. Got my water. Bro, I just got back. Alright. Drinking all the water. Dead chicken.
It's the Elder Brain. There's something happening to it.
Yeah, it's probably pissed the fuck off. It's being controlled by 3 jerkwads. I'd be pissed off too. What?
Let's see.
This one? Oh, because I have a lot of spells and stuff that I have to be able to get to. I mean, I can make it smaller. But... yeah. The more you level up, the more shit you get. And I gotta be able to... just need a giant hammer? No, you need more than that.
The boss is expecting you. Hasn't forgotten what you did for him at Moonrise.
Alright.
I should speak up.
It's you. I might have time for a catch-up later. Warbrim will want to see you. We've been taking a beating, but he's ready to hit back.
What's hiding here?
We just need to get you playing again, Zach, so then you can use the big hammer.
Good to see you. Wasn't sure you'd make it to the city. Regretting it yet? I spent a lot of time thinking of worst-case scenarios while I was locked in that cell you plucked me out of at Moonrise. I didn't imagine anything as bad as this. The Gondians have handed Enver Gortash the means to bring about the end of liberty in Baldur's Gate. And the citizens have rolled out the red carpet for the new tyrant. Resistance fighters are few and far between. My iron hands, what's left of the Harpers, and you. I hope. As long as our objective is the same, the reason doesn't matter to me. We have a common enemy. But neither of us gets what we want until we deal with our biggest obstacle. The Steel Watch. They're a threat to you, me, and every man, woman, and child in this city. They act all civilized, servants of the people, but they only serve one man. When he becomes Grand Duke, it will only get worse. Laws will change, freedoms will vanish, and soon you'll be accused and sentenced before you've even committed a crime. And the fucking Gondians are to blame for all of it.
He's a angry little elf.
A tyrant's nothing without lackeys. And the Gondians are the perfect lackeys. Dangerously intelligent, pathetically submissive. They invented the Steel Watchers, and they're building an army of them. They've always been happy to provide their technology to despots in exchange for a stipend and the freedom to work in peace.
You will not.
They would have licked Saravok's boots, given the chance. And now they'll kiss Gortash's ring while the city screams. I had a plan to put a stop to them. But the way things are now, if we stick our heads above ground, the Watchers are on us like flies on shit. Neither was Moonrise. And look how that turned out. You have a knack for passing among these bastards as if you were one of them. Same as it always is. Eliminate the threat. In this case, the foundry where these atrocities are produced. The Gondians are ingenious, but we're more than equal to them. There's nothing they can build that the Iron Hands can't tear down. I've built something unique for just that purpose. A rune powder bomb. First of its kind. 50 wizards high on the weave couldn't summon this kind of firepower. Get the bomb inside the Gondian facility. And boom. Problem solved. Ha! I knew you were the practical sort. That's why we get along.
Give me the bomb.
The foundry is in the lower city. Down by the docks. Beautiful building. Belching smoke into the sky day and night. Getting inside won't be easy. But when you do, place the bomb at the heart of the facility. Get yourself back to street level. The streets will be clear of Watchers in no time.
I do use Canva. Alright, what's up? Damn, that's a big ass bomb. Ah. Gotcha. That's a big ass bomb. What's that face for, hat? Man, that bomb fucking heavy. It's making me over encumbered.
Locked, but there's no keyhole. Must be a switch or something nearby.
I didn't actually want to do that, but okay. Uh-oh. Noise.
Welcome, adventurer. I take it you're new to Rivington. No doubt you came here to choose from my fine selection of weapons. Yes, I seem to have it all. Clubs, swords, maces, bows, cutting and gutting galore. Why don't we see if we can find the perfect weapon for you?
Just for you.
I provide a personalized service for my customers to make sure the weapon I choose is the perfect fit. Tell me, how do you like to kill? Oh, good answer. Killing is so much more satisfying when you really mean it. And when you kill someone, what do you feel? I can see it in your eyes, though. You can't help feeling a tingle of pleasure all the same. One more question, if you'll humor me. Do you think you could turn your weapon on those closest to you? This weapon must be fit for every kill, even the ones you never think will come. So, answer me honestly. Could you kill one you loved? There's a killer inside you, isn't there? It wouldn't take much to push you over the edge.
Still rolling in the muck, I see. Gortash knows you are coming. Knows you have the Bone Lord's stone. Do not let him hiss hot air into your worm-weakened brain. Oh, you could kill him. Let him close and make him feel the tickle of your blade between his ribs.
She's creepy.
Remember, his throat spits lies, but my blade carves the truth. You will read it on your skin soon enough.
She's toying with me. What does she want?
Where are you? You! Try attacking me when my back isn't turned, you bloody coward.
I didn't do shit.
Don't dare lie to me. I saw you with my own eyes, grinning at me like some bloody imbecile. I'm gonna knock that smirk right off your face. You know what? Not worth it.
Yeah,
Go
that's
on.
what I thought.
Take your thuggery elsewhere, bloody animal.
That's what I thought, bitch. Can I just not click on something for once? I'll take that. Thank you very much.
Woof!
Ah, you speak, which means you're not a dog. So, what the hell are you doing in my kennels? It's the only way to teach him. He behaves worse than the dogs and makes more of a mess. They're not for sale. These are courier dogs, trained to follow orders, read maps, and protect their deliveries with their lives. They're worth more than their weight in gold. Found him, did you? I can't say I'm surprised. Gomwick never kept him on a tight leash. Bring him here, and I'll give him a once-over for you. Check him for worms and so on.
Oh, yes, please. I'd love to see him.
He's a good dog. We'd both love to see him again.
No.
Trust no one. Shall we? Neither seen nor heard. Go. Leave no tricks. Watch your back.
At least things have stayed interesting. If not over, then through.
Careful, I bite.
Oh?
Still breathing, despite everything.
Mistress is gone. Mistress is gone! I mean, such terrible news. She will be missed.
I don't think so.
Thank you for making Mistress go away. She was horrid.
Need to find a way forward.
Okay, you're welcome. Sure, why not? Feed the puppies. Ooh. We're gonna save it there.
Delmain is dead. This does not bode well.
Alright, you guys. So we're gonna call it right there. We still have quite a few things to do left in this part before we go on to the next part of Act 3. But we'll do those tomorrow. Let's see. Who is live right now that we can raid? Zelf's online. Let me see. Act. Let's see. Who y'all thinking? I'm thinking Zelf will be the one. So let's go ahead and get that started. Alright, we're gonna raid Zelf. And Zelf is a really cool guy. He has been playing a bunch of different kind of games, and they're pretty cool to watch. I like watching him play Monster Hunter. So if you guys go and do the raid with me, make sure you drop him a follow. But I will catch you guys tomorrow with more BG3, Toothless action, and it is time for us to go to sleep. Good night, everybody. Thanks for joining in.